Gen X, Millennials, Generation Me, Generation Internet. You know who you are. You've been crushed, hit hard by this economy.
So if you're dealing with college debt, maybe you're even trying to move out of your parents' house or start a new business. Look, the only way you're going to be able to do that is to be able to produce and to get people to pay you what you're worth.
I'm fighting for your generation. I'm not counting you out. I believe in you. We're here to give young hustlers the advice and tools they need to succeed in the 21st century. Hey, welcome back to Young Hustlers.
Welcome to Young Hustlers.
Every Thursday, 1 p.m.
Grant Cardone.
At Jarrod Glant. Woo! We here. We know you're here, and we appreciate you joining us every week.
It's 2015. It's week 3.
Thank you to Whatever It Takes Network. And thank you for your following. Huh? What you saying?
It was week 2, 2015.
And thank you for your comments in the thread here, because we actually get to see what you want in these shows. And we know some of you are actually jacked up about us not being up to date with our Whatever It Takes Young Hustler shows being downloaded on Apple Podcasts.
And Stitcher.
I want to promise you that won't happen anymore. They will be up and running on Apple, on Stitcher, on Bitcher,
anywhere you want,
and
Tumblr,
on Little Dicker,
Shutterstock.
Okay. We're here for you, man, because we want to keep your hustle grinding out, baby, so you find the money and the freedom you deserve. You know, Jarrod Glant's the one that convinced me to do this show.
I did. I thought it'd be a good idea to have a voice. I came to him. I said, Grant, I think I've got an idea.
And I said, what is that, Jarrod?
I think we might need to do a show.
On what, Jarrod?
For the millennials.
What would it be about?
For the young folks sick and tired of getting advice from their dad's golf buddies. Is that good?
Yeah, it was good. Is that Jim Carrey?
I don't know.
Jim Carrey. So look, he convinced me because he's like, look, man, you're the only guy I talk to that one. You know, I'm 56 years old. I'm
a wealth of knowledge. A wealth of knowledge. He's a 50-year-old guy that doesn't act like he's 50 years old, and so I
act like I'm a freaking 9-year-old kid. Actually, most of the time.
Beautiful, because now we identify with each other.
And I always hear people talking about and writing articles about millennials, and I'm like, that is so stupid what people say. Because no generations aren't really any different than generations. Okay,
there's always something.
I listen to Led Zeppelin, and you guys listen to
rock and roll.
Would you listen to?
I listen to Dr. Dre and Tupac.
Yeah, and then who are people listening to today, Shavita? Not today.
Come on, Shavita. You listen to Michael. You listen to Sade. I heard you in the office. This is no ordinary love. Wow.
So look, man, you guys can have fun. You can have freedom. You have to do some things that are different. You can't just get your information anywhere and everywhere. You need to start getting it from people that are willing to do whatever it takes. Whatever it takes. No shortcuts, no excuses, no mommy, daddy. Don't blame it on your college debt. Don't blame it on your dad, your mom, busted up marriage. And that's what we're here for, man, to give you whatever you're not getting from CNN, CNBC, Fox, Spike TV, whatever bullshit you're watching. This should be your place. This should be your diet of content.
A big part of that diet of content is you telling us what you want to hear.
Yeah.
And the problems that you have. You need to engage in the shows and write in the comments. Every single week we go through these comments to try to figure out what you want to hear. I mean, we don't do this show for us. We do it for you.
And then we talk about whatever we want to talk about anyway. But in this case, today's show, we actually did our January show and we're talking about goals. And we got a lot of feedback from a lot of people.
How to hit your goals.
Chris Schieffer, okay? Yep. Michelle Nome, okay? 50 comments.
Greg McIntyre. What was said in the first 15 minutes of this show could literally make my 2015.
And what we came up with out of all your comments, both on Twitter and here, comments at Whatever It Takes Network, is people were like, how do I even?
What should my goals even be?
What should I start? I don't even know how to think with them.
And it's so crazy because I hear time in, time out, people saying, you know, man, I love the 10X rule. I love the stuff that you guys are doing, but you talk about goals all the time, and I'm having a hard time just like getting something down on paper. I don't know what my goals are.
Yeah.
And so a lot of times what happens is you look at other people around you and you start you start taking other people's goals.
These are called adopted goals. Most people actually have adopted goals. You've adopted the goals of your previous peers and or previous generations.
And this is actually something we've never really talked about before, but when I had been around Grant and I see him so successful doing what he's doing in the real estate game and how the amount of money that he makes, but the amount of freedom that he has from that. And so I was like, man, I want to be filthy rich. I think I want to get involved in real estate. And so in the beginning, I always had this goal, hey, I want to get involved in real estate because I saw somebody else extremely successful doing that. But as time started to develop and I really started to figure out my own situation, I really realized that what I wanted wasn't to own real estate. What I wanted
or manage
to have,
it or handle it or learn
what
it.
I wanted to have was freedom. And that's really where I started from. And everybody's going to start in their own place with their goals. And that's really what we want to help you with today is how do you set your goals?
Yeah.
And so we've got some callers lined up. We want to hear from you. 305.
We got 4 of them right here from Canada, New York, San Diego, Sacramento, Hong Kong,
305-865-8668. Give
Colombia,
us a call. We want to hear your questions.
Brazil.
We want to hear your comments.
Miami
there's a great
Beach.
comment in here.
They're whatever it takes network, dude. It's getting bigger. You're in it. We're here for you. Stay with us, okay? We're going to be talking about how to set goals, where to get started, what's important, what's not important. Jarrod didn't want to be in real estate. Jarrod wanted money coming in on third-party passive. Third-party passive being I don't have to pay attention. I can trust it. It's not going to disappear. It's going to take care of me. Stay with us. We'll be right back. Hashtag whatever it takes network at Grant Cardone, at Jarrod Glant.
Hashtag.
Stay right there.